Welcome. Thank you for joining us on the empty side of the table. And Happy New Year. So this here is a figure that was picked up for us several towns away. Quite happy to have it. I had no idea this was even a thing. So this particular Swamp Thing figure, I'm not quite familiar with the story. I want to say it was during a crisis, maybe. Let's see here. But Planet Rann. If it's even from the same story arc, we had been reading a Swamp Thing graphic novel about how a new avatar was chosen for the Green because he was off planet. And maybe this was the planet he was on at the time. I'm not quite sure. When I first saw it, I thought maybe this was like an undersea thing, like he was covered with barnacles or something, but this is, he's from another planet here, or he's covered with flora and fauna from another planet. But really cool. So this is McFarlane Toys' Swamp Thing from Planet Rann, or while he was on Planet Rann. Forgive our ignorance about the details of the whole story about him going off planet or whatever, because I'm not quite familiar with it. But let's open it up. This one's nice and big, like that other Swamp Thing we got a while back. What I'm really hoping to pick up is I believe there's a figure of the Question floating around. That's one I'd really like to pick up. And I know he's not essentially part of it. At least I don't think he is, but I would like to see the Question put together with all my Justice League Dark figures. I think he'd look good. So as standard, he comes, no pun intended, with a stand and that card there. Really like the branding of all the old comic books here. Speaking of comic books, that childhood acquaintance that gave us all those long boxes of comics has steadily been giving us more. A couple of short boxes, actually. And we've been bagging and boarding them, kind of cataloging them, but not quite. Okay, maybe I should have kept those tapes. Oh well. I'll leave that one taped then. So as you can see here, there's a nice joint in the wrist, so that's cool, but oh wow, that's quite stiff. Okay, it snaps in there quite nicely. Still can't find that pocket knife we've been using for this. Don't know why I'm so daft with keeping track of my knives. So this one appears to have a twist tie back here. Oh, they really did a number. Let's see. You know what would be useful is wire cutters. Oh yeah, wow. They really sealed you in here, didn't they? Okay, let's try to cut this down. Just worried about cutting the plastic molding on myself. myself not so much. There's one anyway. Okay. So the stuff around the arms and the legs looked a lot less solid. And those things we just cut. These are a bit more rubbery. Bugger. I should just get some wire cutters. Make this process so much easier. Yeah, we got one. There we go. Ooh, ow. I nicked my knuckle. There we go. Alright, let's remove you. There we go, come on. Nice. It out. Wow, this is nice and solid, really heavy. There we go. Cool. Okay, so he's apparently got 22 points of articulation, and I am totally not in frame right now. Can we get you to stand? Come on, you're almost there. Alright, we'll be leading into the box here. There we go, okay. So let's take a look at him here. Really nice detail, cool sculpt. Wouldn't have minded a bit more detail on the painting. Let's look at the other side here. It's got that nice, I don't know what you want to call it. It's almost like a cape, not quite. Swamp Thing with a cape, has that ever been done? I know they gave him wings at some point. Alright, let's check out his articulation. I just need to prop this up a little bit higher. Would that work? Let's hope so. So his shoulders swing out pretty nicely. He's got this thing right here kind of blocking full motion. Pretty nice and movable though. Swamp Thing doesn't have to be too totally posable, I suppose. Elbows, they're double jointed. they're not, again, not that they need to be. And he's got a nice, looks like he's got a swivel in the elbow joint. Let's see. Don't want to force anything. So I can see a seam, but no, okay. So you can see it's attached right in there. So no swivel. But it does have some swivel in the wrist. This thing right here is kind of blocking it. And also the wrist bends. Let's see about the other arm here. About the same motion in the shoulder, maybe a little bit less. And he's got another seam right in here, so he can get a little bit more motion, as well as the ball joint right up there. There's some nice solid play in the joints though. They don't feel too loose and they don't feel scary tight. And then for the torso, let's see. Okay, so up here, he's got the torso movement. Tiny bit in the waist, more so in the sternum, I guess you call it. Now let's look at the legs. Oh, it's got a nice split. Cool. Legs swing up, not too terribly high. You've got these things blocking it right here. What about the knees? They appear to be double jointed, although the secondary joint here feels a bit tight. There we go, not bad. Okay, cool. Then for the ankles, oh wow, look at that, it's toes point. Ankles swivel from side to side and point up. But the more I look at this, the more detail I see. Like all in there. He's got some things growing in there that kind of resemble abdominal muscles. Would have been nice to see a little bit more detail in the paint right there. Yeah, this is really cool. I would really love to see some, just some repaints of the Swamp Thing figures. Like, maybe ones that are winter themed and autumn themed. So he's kind of brown and, or even gray for like winter, maybe. Oh, let's check out his head actually. I haven't played with his head yet. Huh, there's some decent motion in the head. A little more to the right than the left, it appears. Or not. No, he's okay. He's got nice motion in the head. Can't tilt the head back or forward really because of that stuff right there. But wow, gorgeous figure. All right, awesome figure. And he does come with another pair of hands. These are just fists. I do like that idea though. Like a seasonal themed Swamp Thing. Where it's just essentially a repaint of existing figures, but made to look like autumn, summer, whatever. Let's put you back in there. So, I'm thinking I'll do a couple more videos while I have the time. This is a brilliant figure. Over there we have a couple things that were given to us for Christmas. But this is a brilliant figure. Quite big, very chunky. The plastic, or whatever it is, this feels very solid. It's not hollow. I know some of the bigger figures have a tendency to just be a shell and quite, just feel quite flimsy, but this is solid. Very solid. It's got a nice heft to it. Doesn't feel like the plastic is going to crack if it tumbles or something like that. Really cool. So this has been Swamp Thing Planet Rann edition, I guess you'd call it, from McFarlane DC Universe figure line. Awesome stuff. I'll try to do a couple more videos. Thank you. Stay healthy. Always be kind. Take care.